Good morning, everyone. Our fourth topic is about common network cables. Cables were the main way to connect devices in a network before wireless technology became popular. These cables act like the roads for data. They can carry information from one computer or devices to another. Different types of network cable exist, but they all serve the same purpose to make sure devices can communicate and share files, internet, or other resources. Imagine your ICT classroom, all the computers are connected to the server using network cables. When you send files to your teacher computer or even a print document, the data travels through these cables. The first we will discuss is a twisted pair cable. The first definition is twisted pair cable is a type of copper cable na ginagamit sa telephone lines at most Ethernet network. It consists of pair of wires twisted together para maprotektahan lahat ng interference or crosstalk mula sa ibang wires. The twist help make sure that data travels smoothly at mabilis sa network. Imagine sa ICT lab, nagsishare ka ng files sa classmate mo gamit ang LAN. Yung data na pinapadala mo travels through the twisted pair cables para maabot agad sa device ng classmate mo without slowing down. Next is a pair of wires in the cable forms a circuit that sends data from one device to another. Ang twist wires is important kasi it protects against crosstalk, yung noise or interference na nanggagaling sa mga wires na malalapit sa isa't isa. Sa pamamagitan ng twisting, may smooth at reliable ang data transmission sa network. Kapag ang dalawang wire sa circuit ay magkatabi, ang magnetic field nila ay nagka-cancel sa isa't isa. Tinatawag itong cancellation effect. Kung wala ang cancellation effect, magiging slow yung network communication mo dahil sa interference ng dulot sa magnetic field. So there are two basic types of twisted pair cables are as follows. The first one is the unshielded twisted pair or UTP. Next, we have shielded twisted pair or STP. The first basic type of twisted pair cable is the unshielded twisted pair or UTP. It is a type of network cable that relies only on the cancellation effect of the twisted wire pairs to reduce signal degradation. So, ang cancellation effects lang yung nakakatulong para mapabilis siya using pagkakatwist ng mga wire. It is the most commonly used in network. UTP cables can usually cover up to 328 feet or 100 meters for data transmission. In an ICT laboratory, all computers are connected using UTP cables. Thus, the twisting ng wires data can travel fast and reliably between computers even without extra shielding. So, files and internet connection work smoothly. We have shielded twisted pair or STP. It's a type of network cable where each pair of wire is wrapped in metallic foil. These extra shieldings helps to protect the wires from noise and reduces electrical interferences coming from inside the cable. Compared to UTP, STP is more expensive or mas mahal because of the added shielding. It also a bit harder to install since the cable is thicker, makapal, and less flexible. So, mahirap siyang i-bend. Scenario is imagine a busy office with a lot of electronic devices using an STP cables. It helps us ensure that the computers stay connected and the data travels smoothly without any interferences from nearby machines or electrical devices. So kung meron kang budget at gusto mo ng mabilis na internet at hindi maapektuhan yung data transfer mo, is pwede kang gumamit ng shielded twisted pair cable. Next, we have category rating. UTP cables comes in different categories, and these categories are based on two things. The number one is the wires in the cable, and the second one is the twist and those wires. Category 3 is used for telephone system and Ethernet LANs at 10 Mbps. It has a 4 pairs of wires. With we have another is category 5 and category 5E. It also have 4 pairs of wires but support faster transmission rate of 100 Mbps. Among these, category 5E is the most common type cable used today because it has more twists per foot, which reduces interference. Category 6 cable take it a step further. They have a plastic divider to separate the pairs of wires, preventing interference even more. The pairs also have more twists than Category 5E cables, making the data transmission more reliable and faster. Imagine setting up a LAN in your school ICT lab using Category 5E or Category 6 UTP cables ensures that all computers can share files and connect to the internet quickly without interruptions, even if multiple devices are using the network at the same time. So kung mamimili kayo or mabibili kayo sa internet kung anong klase ng UTP cable ang gagamitin ninyo, puwedeng ang bilhin ninyo at may budget kayo, which is yung pinakamalaki is the category 6. Kasi mas faster yung pagde-data transfer niya kaysa kay category 5E. Again, ang category 3 is for telephone data transfer. Yun lang. Thank you. Coaxial cable is a type of network cable with a copper core surrounded by a thick layer of shielding. This heavy shielding protects the data inside the cable from interferences, making the transmission more reliable. Coaxial cables are commonly used to connect computers to the network and helps maintain stable communication between devices. Imagine your school offices connecting multiple computers to the main server. Using coaxial cable ensures that the files and internet connections stay fast and stable even there's a lot of electrical noise around from other devices. ThickNet, also called 10 bases, 10 base 5, is a type of coaxial cable used in network that operates at 10 Mbps. It can transmit data up to maximum length of 500 meters, making it suitable for connecting devices over relatively long distance in a network. Imagine a large school campuses that needs to connect computers in different buildings using a thicknet cables. Allows the network to cover longer distance while keeping the connection stable and reliable. Next, we have TNet. TNet, also called 10 base 2. It's a type of coaxial cable use network that operates at 10 Mbps. It can transmit data up to maximum of 185 meters. So it's better for shorter connection within a network. Imagine a small office or classroom where are connected to the same network using TNet cables allows all devices to communicate and share files reliably over a short distance without losing signal quality. RG59 is a type of coaxial cable. It has a thin copper core and a good flexibility, making it easy to install in homes. In States, RG59 is the most commonly used for cable television because it works well for short distance like connecting a TV to a cable box inside a house. It can carry video signals clearly, which is perfect for TV channels. It is cheaper and easier to handle compared to thicker coaxial cable. RG6 is a higher quality type of coaxial cable compared to RG59. It has more bandwidth and is less susceptible to interference, which means it can carry stronger and clearer signals over a long distance. Imagine connecting your home TV and internet modem. Using RG6 cables ensures that your shows stream clearly and your internet connection stays stable even if other electronic devices are running nearby. A coaxial cable has several important parts that helps it carry data efficiently and protects it from interference. Number one, we have a core. Ito yung main wire na nagdadala ng data sa network. Next, we have insulation layer. This layer surrounds the core and prevents electrical contact between the core and the outer shielding. Next, we have metallic shieldings or braided foil. This protects the signal from external interference or noise, making transmission more reliable. Next, we have outer jacket, the plastic coating that protects the cable physically from damage and environmental factors. Imagine the cable connecting your home TV to the cable services. The core carries the video signals, the insulation and shielding make sure the signal doesn't get noisy. And the outer jacket protects it from damage if it's accidentally bent or stepped on. The third cable that we will discuss is the fiber optic cable. Fiber optic cable is made of glass and it's used to transmit data as light signal instead of electricity. Again, it uses light signal instead of electricity. Since it uses light, it is not affected by EMI or electromagnetic interference or RFI, radio frequency interference, which makes it very reliable for fast and long distance data transmission. Imagine a school that wants high-speed internet for the entire campuses using fiber optic cables. Ensures that the data travels quickly and without interruption even there's a lot of electronic devices nearby that could normally cause interference. So, pag sinabing interference class is yun yung cause para bumagal yung ating data transfer. So, tatlo nating dinidiscuss ng wire which is the UTP, twisted cable, twisted pair cable. The second one is the coaxial cable, and the third one is the fiber optic. Ang pinakamabilis na pagde-data transfer is the fiber optic cable. All signals are converted into light pulses before they enter the fiber optic cables and then converted back into the electrical signals when they exit the cable. This process allows data to travel very fast and over long distance without being affected by electromagnetic or radio interference. Imagine sending a file from school server to a computer or another building across the campus. The data travels as a light pulses through the fiber optic cables. And when it reaches the other computers, it converted back to normal electrical signals so you can open the file immediately. Fiber optic cable is usually more expensive than copper cables, and the connectors are usually costlier and harder to install. Even though it costs more and needs careful assembly, it provides faster, more reliable, and interference-free data transmission over a long distance. Imagine setting up a high-speed internet for school campuses using fiber optic cables may cost more and requires skilled installation. But it ensures that all computers can access data quickly and without interruptions, unlike cheaper copper cables. Fiber optic cables can carry data over several miles or kilometers before the signals needs to be regenerated. This makes them perfect for long distance network connection where fast and reliable communication is needed without frequent signal boosting. Imagine connecting two school campuses that are kilometers apart. Using fiber optic cables, the network can transmit data between the campuses quickly and reliably without losing signal quality. There are two types of glass fiber optic cable. The first one is the multi-mode, the second one is the single mode. Multi-mode fiber optic cable has a thicker core or makapal yung core na nasa gitna niya than a single-mode cable. It is easier to manufacture, can use simpler light sources like LED, and works well over a short distance, usually a few kilometers or less. So example, imagine connecting computers within your school campuses using multi-mode fiber optic cables. Data can travel fast between buildings without needing expensive or complex equipment as long as the distance is not too long. Another type of fiber optic is the single-mode fiber optic cable. Has a very thin core compared to multi-mode cable. It's a harder to manufacture and requires laser as the light source, but it can transmit signal over a dozen of kilometers with ease, making it ideal for long-distance network. So thank you everyone for listening about the types of cables.